Well, I would think of reversal more around 4Q than right away. Short term, the index inclusion has been really well anticipated, even though it wasn't in the formal buy side consensus. And a lot of the price activity since we first issued our what we call our shelter in cave warning to fellow bears, stocks up 40%. This S&P is only up 6%. Typical S&P inclusion effect about 4 to 5%. Twitter, I believe, was 20%. So it's more than reflected, we would argue, the S&P inclusion potential.
And that point about how Tesla is actually putting out luxury products in the market at mass scale, you don't think that with the Austin facility coming on board, with the plant coming up in Berlin next year, that actually Elon Musk would be able to meet his delivery targets? I mean, nobody was expecting him to give out a delivery target for this year, but he said pretty much that 500,000 would be the number.
He did say 500,000 was still the target, but my target is to finish a marathon in under 3 hours, and I don't think I'm going to get there. Just adding production doesn't necessarily guarantee sales. If you look at the market shares in some of Tesla's core markets, it's saturated in 2019, Norway and Netherlands. As the European OEMs have come in with their own EV product in order to meet their CO2 mandates, Tesla's market share has fallen substantially.
When you look at Tesla and when you look at the other traditional automakers, how do you compare their stories right now? Because a lot of the traditional names are also investing greatly in developing EV models. And do you think that this big gap in the kind of EV premium that Tesla is enjoying versus the kind of ignorance that these companies are seeing in the market among investors is unfair?
Absolutely. I mean, you have Tesla trading about 7 times sales. The legacy automakers trading around 0.5 times sales, even though they have EV product on the way. Now, I don't think any single product, whether it's the Mustang or the EQC or the VW's ID product, is going to be the single Tesla's killer, but the sheer weight of them will put a pressure on Tesla's market share, and more importantly, as Musk seems to acknowledge, on the price it can charge for its EVs.
Just to repeat for the benefit of our viewers so that we get your view clearly out there, you're saying that the reversal in Tesla may start by the 4th quarter of this year? Could you repeat the timeline?
That's when we think the flaws in the growth story could become apparent.